Hello everyone, welcome back to the first review of 2021. I'm super excited to say that, also it feels really weird. I hope you guys had a really good Christmas and New Year's, probably not the one that you asked for, but it's the one you got. So hope you had a really good festive period or just time off. Also before we jump straight in, slightly a different scenario, same area, just different setup. I've got a table here which is slightly out of shot, which just makes things so much easier for me to do review wise. I think I can get to my makeup better, I can kind of spread out all my mess everywhere instead of putting it on the floor, which you guys obviously weren't aware of because you couldn't see any of that, but I was definitely aware when I had to clean it up later. I also have here oversized and overly heavy mirror. Oh, I just forgot. My brother got me this for Christmas and it's the most ingenious thing I think I've ever been given. It's just basically an octopus that tells you if you're happy or if you're sad. So maybe I'll make a thing of it at the start of every video and just presenting the octopus. Don't say anything, just present the octopus. And then you guys will know the vibe for the day. So today we're going to keep pink smiley octopus. And as I was saying, oversized and overly heavy mirror can stay here so that I can also look at myself as well as look at you at the same time and not struggle. Make sure if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel and please turn your notifications on to be told every time I post. So many people tell me all the time that they never get told, and I don't know what else I can do but tell you. Notifications. Turn them on. Also follow me on my social media, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all of that good stuff. But for today's video, we are going to be jumping straight in with testing out the Revolution brow lamination product. So this is one that I saw online very recently. It's basically like a double-ended brow product. So you've got the brow pencil on one side and then you also have a brow gel on the other. There was very much a trend last year of brows being super big, super thick, wild looking brows. A lot of people were using the Pears soap to do their brows. That was the one that I did. I know a lot of other people as well were using the Got To Be kind of yellow gel product on their brows, which apparently isn't good for it because it rips your eyebrows out. Loved the soap brows, but it was a bit messy. That's what I'm gonna say. It was a bit messy. So this product retailed for, how much was it? $7.95. There are quite a few different shades of this. I got the shade dark brown just because my eyebrows are not black, but they are very dark. As you might have gathered, I have nothing product-wise on my brows whatsoever, which is why they're looking a little bit ashy. I'll obviously show you some clips of what my brows look like before I apply the product. I'm gonna start out by doing my brow from this distance in oversized and overly heavy mirror, and then I will zoom you guys in so you can see an action shot, if you will. This end of the product is the brow pencil. It's a very nice, precise looking line. Just going to draw a couple of strokes on the back of my hand. The pencil is not too firm, but it's also not really crumbly either, which I hate when it comes to brow pencils, just because I feel like sometimes if they are a little bit too soft, it can kind of clump together and just leave little bits of brow pencil rubble in your eyebrows. This is what the strokes look like that I just did on the back of my hand. They're very precise. They are quite pigmented as well. Obviously they're not super dark, but if you want your brows to look more natural and do hair-like strokes, this would be really good for that. So I'm just going in and slowly filling in the sparser areas of my brows. Luckily that's not too many places. Just being a bit firmer on the tail of my brows as that's the darkest part, and then kind of lightly filling in the front of the brows, just very gently skimming over the areas that need it. You can quite clearly see the difference already. My brow is so much more lifted on this side than it is on that side. Now I'm going to go in and use some of this gel. Just really making sure that the brush is coated. One thing that I am noticing is that the stick that leads up to the wand at the end is quite flimsy, and I noticed that just from pushing it around inside the tube, which worries me slightly. But just going to go in now, brushing it through my brows in an upward motion, just as I would do any other brow gel. So I can see it's definitely making them fluffier, but I wouldn't say that they necessarily look laminated. Still very early on. It may be that you need to do a couple of coats, let it dry in between and whatnot. Obviously once I finish doing this brow, before I start on the other one, I'll show you the difference. Dipping back in with this flimsy ass little wand to get a bit more product. Brows look fluffier. I wouldn't necessarily say that they have that laminated effect that everybody's after. There is a difference, but it's not the difference I expected. One more go at laminating these brows. It's definitely easier to make them look a bit thicker and fuller when there is product on there that's already dried / is pretty tacky. You can definitely see a difference in my brows. This one looks a lot more lifted, looks fuller, looks thicker, doesn't look unnatural or anything, but From what I'm used to when I laminate my brows with like soap or something, this is not the dramatic effect that I was expecting. We'll move her out of the way, maybe a bit more. I think with any product that has laminate in it, you do kind of expect that really fluffy full brow. When I've been doing my brows to have a laminate effect, I expect them to be really thick, really full, really bushy, like large. And I mean, like even on the picture here, the brows look a lot bigger than what my brows look like. See, I'll show you up close what my brows look like against each other so you can kind of see the difference, but I don't dislike them at all. I do really like the way that they look. They just don't look laminated in my opinion. Maybe the brow gel isn't quite strong enough. As you guys can probably see, this is the more problematic looking brow when it comes to actual like sparseness and stuff. I've got a lot of like empty areas going on in the tail of my brow here, but nothing like too major. Apologies for my cat-handedness. This is just what it looks like when I do my brow with my not strong hand. Non-dominant was the word that I was going for then, not strong hand. Another thing that I will say about this is that the colour match for my brow versus the brow pencil is actually very good. As you can see, it's nice and full. Now going in, using the brow gel. This is the first coat. As you can see, not a massive amount going on. Look at how bendy that is. Kind of a little bit thicker, they look a little bit more wild and a bit rugged. All the things you want from a brow. However, laminated, not so much yet. Anyway, on to layer number 2. It's really helping spike up the hairs at the front of my brows. Like you can really see the layering going on there. At this moment in time, looking at the mirror, I just kind of feel like the gel for this product is just not quite strong enough to do what I think myself and everybody that saw the word laminated was expecting. Just gonna try one last coat now, really dipping into that product. Yeah, no, it's still not quite going on. I've left this brow quite, oh my god, the brow is like stiff. It's crispy stiff, so there's absolutely no budging with that one. So yeah, as I was saying, for day to day, this will be a really good brow product. I've tried a lot of brow products and I definitely say that the definer pencil of this product is really good. It's a nice colour match for myself, like I said, very precise in the way that it's shaped. It's just the brow gel I don't feel is strong enough to do what it needs to do. Kind of a little bit disappointed by this product if I'm gonna be honest. But would I say that it lives up to the laminate part of the brow product name? I don't feel like it does, and that's really disappointing because Revolution on the whole are like so good, but this one is just, I'm really sorry, but it just ain't it for me. It might work better for somebody else that maybe has less thicker brow hairs. It may just be that maybe my brow hairs are just too strong for the brow gel. I don't know. But yeah, I'm afraid on this occasion, Revolution, I didn't like the brow lamination product. So that is it for this week's video, guys, testing out the Revolution Laminate Brow product. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up so I know. As usual, I will leave links in the description to this product in case you want to try it out for yourself, along with my social media. So if you haven't already, make sure you follow me on those: Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. I almost forgot what the third one was then. Also, make sure you subscribe to this channel for more videos like this and turn those notifications on, guys, because there are so many of you that subscribe to me that just don't know when I post, and it's like frustrating for everybody. But also, if you follow me on my Instagram, I tell you guys every week when I'm going to be posting. My usual day is Thursday, but obviously sometimes that can change depending on my consistency. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this week's video. Make sure to stay safe, stay indoors as much as possible. Well, actually stay indoors completely now because we are in a national lockdown in the UK. So make sure you guys stay safe, stay indoors as much as possible, wash those hands, and I will see you next week for another video. Bye guys.